my thing was to get out of that fear.
Yeah.
To be, if I be on the top 5, so other athletes will know that, okay, this guy is from South, he has good physique. So that is what my mentality was. During my school days, I was like dreaming of my physique. Like, if I wear a t-shirt, I should look like John Abraham.
John
He was my
Abraham.
inspiration at that time.
Okay, yeah, we get
Yes.
that a lot.
He said, like, you have to do these things, do that things, like that, like everyone else.
Do these things
So
and
there
that
it
things.
started. Yes.
Hello and welcome back, guys. A heartfelt Eid Mubarak from DesiMuscle team. This is episode 13, and on this special day, on this special occasion, we need a special guest from a special place. And as you know, since the last 1.5 years, we have had a lot of crazy athletes, crazy support, crazy fan following for bodybuilding that is coming out of South India. Yes, you heard it right. And one of those crazy stars is here with us today. You guessed it right, on Instagram. A lot of you guys, make sure to follow the Instagram. It's none other than the infamous Delta Dilip. With Dilip Anna, we discussed a lot of topics ranging from how he started bodybuilding, which is a lesser known story, which you guys should hear, to how he feels and our appreciation for him after winning the IFBB Pro card recently in the last Sheru Classic, what he feels about his competitors who he has competed against, who he is going to compete against, and what is his future aim for his career. That we also spoke about topics like natural bodybuilding, which is the talk of the time, and also how natural shows can be, should be, could be conducted, which is our opinion. Make sure to listen to that. And towards the end of the podcast, Dilip Anna gave his opinion on why he feels a lot of athletes are not able to realize their true potential today. Make sure to hear the podcast till the end. Our podcast ko end tak sune. It's going to be in English. It's not going to be tough English, so that we can make you all get the best of this story, the best of this podcast. Other than that, if you're listening to the podcast on audio platforms, please make sure to check out the YouTube channel, share the video, share the podcast with as many people as you think can benefit from this. And till then, without any further ado, I'm going to enjoy my kahwa, and you guys can enjoy the podcast.
I wanted to say one thing. You guys were doing great. Like,
Thank you so much, sir.
I've seen many podcasts of yours. So, like, taking this bodybuilding to some other, to the guys doesn't know about it, for the nook and corner of every, like every part of India. So, you guys are doing great, Jeb. And between your voice is too good, brother.
Oh,
It's like, it's what to say. You have that catchy tone.
oh. I get that a lot. That's probably the only good thing I have, so I'm going to use that in my life. Hello and welcome back, guys, to DesiMuscle Podcast episode 13. आज के podcast में, in today's podcast, if you didn't see our Instagram stories, you have to be prepared with your English, because today's podcast is going to be with a big superstar. You can call him a Talaiwa, Talapati, who is coming from the south of India, our beloved country in our Desi subcontinent. With my brother today, Syed Hamadani. Let's welcome on the podcast Dilip, or Delta Dilip, the superstar. Welcome, Anna.
Yeah, brother. Thank you so much for inviting me here.
Thanks to you for giving us your time. I know you're quite busy, and now that you've become a big star, so it's an honor for us that you came down and gave us some time.
Not big star, my brother. Just doing my job. That's it.
So, first of all, guys, we have to all of us go in the comment section. Everybody spam along with me. Congratulations, Delta Dilip Anna, for your pro card victory at the recent Sheru Classic. How does it feel? What are your first thoughts when you're coming out of such a big victory for you?
No, to be honest, I know that I will win this time, because something inside me was saying that this is your time. Because last 2 times I got like just missed off, because I didn't like place in top 3. I did gold in Mumbai show, and also I did gold in Thailand show. Whereas it's just a matter of time, I guess. So I just lost the pro card twice. So this time what I did is I obviously know that I will get, but still I don't know which I'll get, like overall or else the second pro card. So my coach and my advisors, already I have mentioned them in my all posts. You can see my coach name is Murtaza Rashid and my advisor is Samrat Chaudhary. So they were like 100% sure, not 100,000% sure that I'm going to make this. They were my biggest motivators. They will keep on saying like, we will get this time. We will like dominate the stage. We will like,
Wow.
we promise you that there will be no one standing next to you like that. They have given me the boosting up thing. But the feel I got inside, like when I got that, they announced my trunk number. I literally, you also saw that video, I guess. So
Yes.
it went very
Yeah, we
viral.
were.
So I couldn't control my tears. Like maybe everyone was saying like he was pre-planned for this emotion thing and all, but still it came from my heart.
Yeah.
What I thought is when I get in the pro card, I was like, like what to say. When I was in the backstage, I prepared that when they announced my number, I should like shout, I should like lift my trophy and do something like that. But when they announced my name, I'm not able to do anything. I got stunned.
Yeah. That really
So that
happens.
was
Those are
that
the real
feel. Still,
emotions.
that feel I couldn't like explain you till now. I didn't came out of it.
Oh wow.
It was a goosebumps moment for me.
Cool. Actually, for us,
So nice.
we were watching, me and Bhaiya, we were watching the moment because we couldn't reach Delhi in time, for the Sheru, but we were watching it online, and even seeing it online gave us goosebumps because the way Sheru Paji, he walked towards you guys and you are standing, three of you on stage, and all three of you are like amazing. Obviously, you are in your different league, and Rahul was already announced as a winner, so all of us pretty much knew the way
Yes.
everybody was chanting that it's Dilip's turn this time. And somewhere or the other, when your audience, the kind of audience you have, we will get to that in a minute, the kind of audience base you have in South India, they really put you on a pedestal, like they really make you feel like you are worth the whole world to them. So after that moment, we sort of felt like the stardom you have, and like stardom in the sense, like both the athletes that have come in the last year from South India, you and Raja, both of you,
Yeah,
uh,
Raja.
yeah,
Yes.
both of you have that stardom and that kind of big energy that you're getting with you to the stage that none of us in the IFBB Federation, especially in India, have seen before this. So can you tell me something about like this recently, in the recent last year, many South Indians, like coming inside the IFBB Federation, actually we are able to sense that energy from South India. Do you have any thoughts on this, and how long has it been there, or is it something which is new for you also?
Uh, See, I'll tell you one thing. Like before 2019, I'm not aware of this IFBB. I'm not aware of this
Hmm.
Sheru. I know that there is a show called Sheru Classic. So I just gave it a try on 2019 because previously I used to compete in some other associations where I got like many times gold, sometimes overall like that. But when I came to 2019, I guess it's November. So
Hmm.
in Class D, I was playing along with Ishu Thakur.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he got silver there,
ABC.
I guess. He got silver. And that on that time, I'm not able to like make it on top two call out.
Whoa.
So I know the game. So from there, I seen the athletes were in different level.
Yeah.
So from there, I like came to my coach, had word with him, like saying these guys were like different, out of world. Like I have seen many athletes in some other associations that I think I'm the great.
Yeah.
But when I go here, I'm nothing. I'm nothing. I'm just like an ant to them. So he said, like, yeah, this is the league. So this is where everyone will play. So you can see many athletes, like very, very powerful and awesome athletes. So this is where, if you're aiming for some other dream stage, that is everyone's dream is to stand in Olympia representing India, right?
Yes.
So my aim was not that before. To be honest, my aim was like to compete, to win some shows, and like everyone else to like train some celebrities or like what own a gym like
Yeah.
that. That is what
Yeah.
my aim was. But when I did this 2019 show, I told to my coach what I have to do to be on the top five here.
Hmm. Hmm.
So he told me that you have to work on your physique, you have to work on your symmetry, you have to work on your size. So there it took like 2 years for me because the COVID happened.
Yeah.
So every gyms were shut down. So at that time also, my friend used me very much. Like he used me, like he helped me out.
Hmm.
He gave the keys to me. Like I went to gym in the early morning, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So I trained, I like improvised. So
Yeah.
I came back on 2021. So there, my thought was to be on the first call out and
Yeah.
to be on the top five. That is what my dream. Because see, this is a end of the day. This is a muscle game.
Yep.
Within like 2 years, you can't be on the top Olympia there, right?
Right.
It takes time.
True.
So we were
True.
planning for. My thing was to get out of that fear.
Yeah. That's
To be
important.
if I be on the top five, so other athletes will know that okay, this guy is from South, he has good physique. So that is what my mentality was. But I did gold there.
Wow.
So after I did gold there, everyone was saying like, you will get the pro card, you will get the overall pro card, like that everyone was saying. But still, I don't know what went wrong there. Maybe it was not my day.
Okay.
Yeah, as you
But
said that it has the right time, So
yeah. But this
maybe
IFBB,
that's
so everyone after Raja Ajith and after I've been competing, consequently in this IFBB leagues, so everyone in South, they came to know that this is the show, this is the association where you can go to some other level of bodybuilding.
Yeah. Yes.
why.
Rightly said.
So, where actually, since when did your journey actually start? How did you get into fitness? Let's just get back, little bit back. When did you start? What motivated you in the beginning that you have to go into fitness and stuff?
Rather like everyone else, during my school days, I was like dreaming of my physique. Like if I wear a t-shirt, I should look like John Abraham.
John
was my
Abraham.
inspiration that time.
Okay, yeah, we get
Yes.
that a
John
lot.
Abraham.
So I was a big diet fan of him. He used to wear the short tees, showing his
Yeah.
arms. He looks great that time. So my aim was to be on that. I used to buy this Ultimate Nutrition products and all that time because he was ambassador for that
Okay.
brand. So at
Oh my
that
God.
time it started. So after I finished my college, I was able to go to gym, but still I was not able to maintain the physique because obviously corporate, the corporate
Yeah.
culture, parties, pressures,
Yeah.
month end. I couldn't make it. Like my body got down because during my school days I was looking good. I was like aesthetic, like athletic physique. But after I joined this office, my body is totally gone.
Yeah.
So from there, I was thinking that something I should do for my body, something I should do for my body. So I joined a normal gym. Like I didn't plan for bodybuilding and all that, to be honest.
Wow.
I just went to a gym to maintain a physique, again to be on the track. If I wear some shirts, I look, because obviously it's a corporate, you should wear formals. If you wear
Yeah.
formals, you should look fit.
Fit. Yeah.
That is what my mentality is. So that time I went to join some gym. There I seen some guys were posing,
Yeah.
practicing some posing and all. So I asked the coach. He was not my coach currently. He was the guy who used to own the gym.
Okay.
So I asked him what is the thing these guys were doing. He was saying it's a bodybuilding show. They have show in like next 2 weeks. So they were posing. I asked him like, what I should do if I like have to compete. He said like you have to do these things, do that things like that, like everyone else.
Do these things
So
and
there
that
it
things.
started. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I said, okay, let me give a try. But obviously I couldn't able to like what? Focus on both things,
Yeah.
on my profession, like also on my passion.
Yeah.
So I did one show where I didn't even play. Initially I started bodybuilding, not men's physique.
Oh. Wow.
Yes,
Oh,
I
bodybuilding.
competed in 70 kg category. I did some local district shows. I was not
Yeah.
able to crack top 15
Yeah.
because the thing is I'm not able to focus on both the things, like my profession and also my passion.
Yeah.
So there I took my decision like either this or that. So what I did is I did some fitness course and I resigned my job, joined as a trainer for almost like 6 months,
Wow.
learned some few things.
Okay,
got a
can I
contact of
just
my
pause you
coach.
here? Can I pause you here for a second? Because this is a very important learning for
Yes.
a lot of people. So you're saying you quit your job, you did your course,
Yes.
and you were so
Yes.
confident, like you would do like a good career with just like training people in fitness, right? So can I just ask you, like, were you earning good money with your job before you quit your job for fitness training?
Uh, I used to earn what, like almost 35K to 45K in my previous corporate job.
Okay.
So at that time, when I quit my job, I joined as a trainer in a gym for like 8,500 salary per month.
Whoa. Okay, so what was your
That's a big
mindset?
step.
Yeah, what
That's
was your
really a big
mindset when you did that? Like, did you have a vision? Were you confident in yourself that you would grow, or was it something else? Did you have like savings or something like that, which you had a backfall?
Because I'm sure there's a lot of money
No,
involved in
I had,
bodybuilding. Not easy.
yeah, I know that because the previous show, which I like spent like what almost for the 3 months I spent for my diet and entire thing, like 40 to 50,000, if I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I had some savings of like almost some 50, 60,000 at that time when I quit my job.
Okay.
So because I have to choose, right? I couldn't able to focus on the job,
Yeah.
but my passion is to do some shows and to win some shows,
Yeah.
at least make on top 5 like that.
Hmm.
So I quit the job. Obviously, I have to quit the job
Yeah.
because I'm not able to do the diet properly, not
Right.
able to like train properly, recover properly.
Yes.
So what's in that? Putting money all in this and like taking money from there. So
Correct.
I took the decision. I had a blind confidence on me, to be
Wow.
honest. I had some blind confidence that I'm going to make something. Let's
Wow.
give it a try. At that time, my girlfriend, who's like, she's my wife right now,
Wow.
she supported me there a lot that time. And even
Oh,
my
good,
parents.
I think
So they
I
were
think
my,
I think more than you, she got the real shock when you told her that I left my job and I'm going for this.
like what is here, I'll tell you one thing. Me and
Okay.
her working in the same company.
Wow, that's even more amazing.
Yeah, I was a unit manager there, and she was like in front office executive. So like, we were working together.
Okay, that's
good.
cool.
Okay. And
That's
so
nice.
one fine day you told her that you're gonna leave this job and pursue into
Yeah,
fitness.
she itself knows
Wow.
that because our office culture is something different. For the first 15 days, we used to like every weekend we used to go for parties,
Mhm.
like along with my boss and
Yeah.
along with my colleagues, not with my wife. I mean, not with my girlfriend,
Okay.
who turned my
That
wife.
Who is now your wife?
Yes, who's now my wife. So
Wow, man. So she.
I told her like I have to do something. Let
Okay.
me give it a try. She said, "Okay, go."
Wow. That's really
that's
good.
nice.
This should be made like a movie
That's really good.
someday. It's like a picture perfect story. Yeah. Okay. So
If any directors there, like they're ready, we can make it.
okay, Desi Muscle Podcast is now going to the moon now. It's like we are pitching stories and all now. Okay, so Bhaiya, is there anything you would like to add on this?
Uh, yeah, I would just about your shows itself. Which was the first show you ever competed? What was that exactly?
You know a place called Trichy? It's in South India.
Tirchi.
It's
Tirchi.
it's like more temples were there. It's a familiar place. So
Okay.
I did a show there, which is a stage show.
Okay.
That was my first bodybuilding show. So there I competed. I went. They called me up on the stage. I went on the stage. They asked me to pose twice, like front double biceps, so your back double biceps. That's it. They asked me to get down. I said
Wow.
like, what? That's it. They said like, you're not on top 15. You can go home.
Oh God.
But
And when was that? Which year
what's
was
the
that?
like what's their dialogue is like everyone used to say in Tamil Nadu, like for every show what but bodybuilders better like next time. That's it. I
Better
said like
luck.
that's it. For
Okay.
this I have not drink I like not having water for almost like what 36 hours.
Yeah.
I was eating only rice for this.
Right.
That's the
Right.
first time, first experience. And that's the best
Absolutely.
Yeah,
experience.
that's how it is at times. I can understand.
So coming to that,
Wait,
like,
which year was that? Which year was that? Wait, Let me. Which
Which
year was that?
that is
The first show.
2016, brother. 2016.
2016.
2016, I left my job. So after 3 months or 4 months, I did my first show.
wow.
So 2016,
That's impressive.
like to say what? 2016, professionally, I started this bodybuilding. I stepped into bodybuilding in 2016.
Wow. So if you
Nice.
August, if I'm not sure, like if I'm not wrong, it's like September I completed.
wow.
Somewhere around first or second week.
Wow. So I would just like to ask, like, some people see quick gains in their body, right? They are very fast at like seeing like changes in their body. So when you said that, like after 3 months, like you competed on stage as the first time. So are you somebody who started initially noticing fast gains in his body?
See, bro, I'll tell you one thing. If you're like working out for an year
Yeah.
and in certain time, if you got enhanced, obviously the changes you can see the changes in 45 days.
True. True.
That is even for beginners. So I thought like, oh, I got a bigger body, so I'm going to win. So I'm the dominant guy in this house, like that.
Yeah.
My mindset was like that.
Yeah.
Within like 50 days, or like what, 2 months after when I like started cutting down, so I saw my abs were like, wow, my shoulders were like, wow.
Wow.
When I get onto that stage, saw other competitors, it all went down.
Wow.
Then
Obviously.
coach said like it's not about 3 months or 6 months game. It's about like lifetime game. It's like you
Lifetime.
have to train. Every
Yeah.
day you have to train
Once
365
you
days.
go
Like
in, there
7
is no turning back.
No.
Once you go in, there is no turning back.
I guess
Yes,
I would
true.
like to ask even Bhaiya this question, okay? Like, is there, when you step your on the stage for the first time, I have heard a lot of athletes talk about this, that there is some intoxication about that feeling when you are on stage, right? Like that feeling,
It is. It is.
either you never again step on the stage, or you, like, some people like dedicate their life to, like,
Definitely.
like bodybuilding. So
The same thing happened with me. When I competed the first time, it was just somebody pushed me to go. It was like, you come to the gym regularly, you're working out regularly. Why don't you take it to the next level? I was like, I'm not interested. He was like, just give it a try. So the first time I stepped on the stage, I don't know, it was the same thing, not even the top 25. But, that thing stuck in my brain. That, it's something like an unnatural thing which pulls you back to the stage.
yeah,
You have to go do it again. You're getting bigger. You see the changes in your body. You see the people. You see the crowd, and then you see the people who win the shows.
yeah,
So of course, there's no stopping once you go on the stage. At least for me, that's how it was.
yeah.
So yeah,
Dilip Anna, I guess.
Well,
Yeah. Continue.
no, like when I competed first time, so when I didn't place, even not my on top 15, everyone was saying, even my parents were saying, you studied a lot, so you gave your best. They said like, okay, you quit this and go for a regular thing. I said like, no, let me try. At least let me come in top 5 once and I'll quit. Then again I came in like what, uh, I guess fourth place in another district meet in many other next 4 months. So at that time, like my wife said, you did your best. So this is the time to leave. I said like, let me do one gold and quit this.
It never stops.
So that so the journey continues.
Oh, cool.
it never stops. It never stops.
Yeah,
True,
I guess
true.
Dilip Anna, like you were
So
saying.
coming,
Yeah. But yeah, you can continue if you want.
I was just gonna ask that what's the mystery behind this name, Delta? How did this name get attached to you? Definitely bigger
Uh,
delts. We do get
I
that.
no, I used to like every 3 months or 6 months I used to change my username like every time. But I uh, for this shoulders there was a story. So I said like I told you right, I got fourth place in one show.
Hmm.
At that
Yeah.
time I was asking a guy's suggestion. Like I shouldn't do that. Actually, every athlete shouldn't do that. Follow this.
Yeah.
Uh, my coach was saying, keep on trying. One day you'll like shine. But everyone's thought is like, what? Like we'll ask someone else. We'll ask someone else. We'll ask
Yeah.
someone else like that, right?
Yeah.
So I
True.
asked the guy like, what is the thing I have to do like this and all. He said like, I can able to say everything, but still your frame is not that much big. You can't win shows as of now. You have to work very, very hard. Like he was, in his every word there is a block.
Yeah.
So it says like what is like trying to say. I couldn't able to get that. He said like you have weaker shoulders
Okay.
in front of like what small guys in the sense age wise,
Okay.
but the physique wise they were too good. They
Mhm.
competed. They did gold and all in their junior categories.
Mhm.
So he said like you have weaker shoulders. See your shoulders. You doesn't have that frame. He said.
Yeah.
So there I like got frustrated and I came back and I was saying to my mind, this guy said you have that weaker thing. Let me work on that. We'll work on that and we'll show that we have the best shoulders in this country.
Wow.
Like that, I planned that day. To be
Okay.
honest, I planned that day.
Hmm.
So for this name Delta, see, Delta in the sense it's a triangle, right?
Yes,
It resembles a triangle.
I get it now.
Our shoulders
True.
has three parts, right? Anterior, posterior,
Posterior,
and lateral.
lateral.
Posterior.
Yes.
So it got synced up. It's deltoid. So I took
Wow.
the DELT. So kept it as Delta Dilip.
Wow. Guys, so that's the
That's the
story
story
of
behind
Delta.
that.
Anybody was asking us, that is the story of Delta, the name Delta Dilip.
So that's where Delta came from. Cool.
Wow, that's really
Yes,
inspirational.
yes.
Nice.
So Anna, I was when you were mentioning that John Abraham was like the first thing that you were like into, like you wanted to be something like that. You wanted to have a body like that. That's actually a big reason why a lot of Indians or Desi people in general, all Desi countries, we all like men's physique a lot, because that kind of physique is little achievable for us, right? So when we look at Ronnie Coleman, a lot of people are like, okay, wow, that's great, but I don't want to be like that, or I can never be like that. I don't even want to try. Okay. But when we look at a physique like you or like Raja or like any of the top tier or any men's physique athlete, we find that achievable. That's why I feel that they see people like men's physique more than other categories, right? So
Yes.
rightly you said there is a big size game that is coming into men's physique, right? The size game that is being played now, even at a pro level. A lot of people have that
Yes.
battle when even big pro athletes go to pro stages and play on pro stages today. The biggest battle even they are facing is size, right? What is your opinion on this size game? Because a lot of us find your physique very appealing, and we would love to see your physique on the Olympia stage. We don't get it why the extra size is needed. Do you have any opinions on this whole size game which is coming into men's physique? Do you have any opinions?
My opinion is like, if size is the game, then what is the difference between classic and what is the difference between bodybuilding and what's the difference between 212? I will say that it does. They like should change some criteria, like not on to the sizing or not sizing game, but they should see the fullness.
Yep.
They should see
The fullness.
maybe they could switch it to fullness, the fullness game, and fullness with conditioning. But you say with size game, what I'll do is, if I want to get onto qualifiers and now I want to get into Olympia, I'll gain size, I'll gain size,
Yeah.
I'll gain size. So obviously, for a certain time, I look much bigger than like 212 category guy or else
Yeah.
like classic guy. So at that time, my placing would get missed.
Yeah.
Maybe in like next 2 years or next 3 years, they might change the criteria also, because
Right.
this is not a stable one. As you see, Sadiq Hadjovic, when he was winning his Olympia, you can see his physique, right?
Yes.
He's not that much size and all.
Not at all big. Even Jeremy Buendia,
It
sir.
looks,
Yeah. No, none of
yeah,
them.
Jeremy Buendia, when he won the first show, he was not like that much size. When he won his fourth show, I mean, if I'm not wrong, in his third show, he was like, damn bigger, damn bigger.
Huge. Yes. True.
Huge, very huge.
True.
So the game is getting to, we itself getting confused. So what is the judges are expecting, or what else the league is expecting sometimes?
Yeah, sir, everybody is confused today. Even we were having this conversation with our last athlete, and all of them, like, especially, I don't, Siddhant Jaiswal, right? I think you know who Siddhant Jaiswal is. So he
Yes.
says this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Sidbhai is like very close to me.
Yeah, so he says this thing because a lot of people from the north side also like were backing him, like are still backing him, like to waiting for him to win the pro card. One of the things he says is that I want to achieve a pro physique, not a pro card. So like he's preparing for like the ultimate, like the Olympia stage, like the pro level category of physique. He's preparing for that. But also we hear a lot of people say that if you have a pro physique, sometimes they may not select you when you are in amateur ranks, like when you're in an amateur physique.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you have to say about that?
Even this time also, when I was in the pre-judging,
Yeah.
and also in the finals, Jeremy Buendia was there.
Yeah.
Behind that, like Siddhant Bhai was there,
Yeah.
along with Jeremy Buendia, Sam, Super Sam,
Yeah.
right?
Sam. Yes.
Super Sam was
Yes.
there. Manoj Patel was there.
Yeah.
So I got to know that Buendia was asked pointing at myself and he's asking like, is he not a pro?
Wow.
Like
Wow.
that he asked. So we had a physique of a pro level physique, but I'm not able to get my pro card for the last 2 shows.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe I don't know
Right.
where the judges were expecting.
Right. Right.
Mm.
Even
Yeah,
sir.
I think so. That's why the judges they kind of they figure out that if your physique is of a bigger level, guys sometimes they don't get a chance because
Yes.
they stop them. I've experienced that. So it's really hard, if you have achieved that physique and then you're of a level which is above the amateur stage. To cross the amateur stage, it gets harder.
Very, very
It's
harder
very true.
because trust
Yeah.
me, it's very, very hard to get a pro card in India. Trust me. It's very, very hard because we have like in each category, we have like almost like 70 plus athletes, 80 plus athletes. Along on that, you can see like 40 strong athletes.
Yeah.
It's like a
True.
battlefield.
True.
Whereas in other countries, guys are getting the pro card very easy. They select the shows, go, win, come back. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the pages and all like
Right.
ABB
Mhm.
official pages and few athletes have been following. And few athletes were like almost coaches. Their students are getting the pro cards.
Wow.
It's very easy
True.
to get the pro card in
True. True.
international levels. But whereas in India, it's very, very tough. Very, very tough.
Well,
True.
Even
so yeah.
even when this registration was happening for the Sheru,
Yeah.
I called the IHF team and been asking like who's the athletes and all coming. They were saying like, no, don't worry. Because in men's physique, these guys were afraid of you guys. Not me. I
Wow.
mean like Indians.
Oh wow. Wow, that's a big
Wow.
thing to say.
That is
Okay,
the talk.
that's
That
good.
is the talk.
So
Okay.
so talking just this is related to this topic, and I don't know if you're close friends with him or not, Dilip Anna, but what are your because a lot of people wanted us to ask you this, like what are your thoughts on Aravind Spartacus? Like I don't know if you're close to him or like how it is, but he's a South Indian, so
Yeah,
it
we
makes
belong
sense to
to a
ask you.
same team. No,
Wow.
we belong to a same team, nutrition, Monster Nutrition, Team Monster Nutrition. So
Okay.
we belong to a same team, but we don't interact much because he
Hmm.
stays like almost 20 kilometers away from my side.
Okay.
So on any events only, we used to like see each other
Right.
and share some things. He has an amazing physique. See, I told you, right?
Yeah.
You
The
have
same
that
thing.
pro
Yeah, the
physique.
same thing.
You have that pro physique, and you are not able to
Exactly.
compete in amateur shows to win that pro card.
Right.
My
True.
honest opinion is like maybe he should switch his category,
Hmm.
or else he could go and play some shows which is not in India, which is like some other countries like Brazil.
Yeah.
I
There
think so
guys are
he's
looking
already
huge.
on that level. He's already a level above the amateur because you
Yes,
see his size and his symmetry and his waist. It's if you put that structure on an Olympia stage directly or on a pro show directly, I think so he will place much better.
yeah, he will place much better.
Place
Wow.
much better.
So, coming to that, achievability of your physique, right? That's one thing. Like, we all find your physique very achievable. But on the other hand, there are some things that only a person knows about himself, right? Like, only I know there are some weaknesses which only I know about myself, right? So, coming to you, Dilip Anna, what do you think, in your personal opinion, do you need improvement on, like, in terms of physique? What is your personal areas of improvement in your physique?
Definitely, see, I should improve very, very much. I should improve a lot in my physique. I should improve my like what if I'm getting into some pro shows, I should improve my chest skill.
Yeah.
So I should improve my delts
Yeah.
and also my back. I should work on the calves.
Calves.
I have lots of improvements to do, brother. Because qualifiers is not a it's not a joke, right?
Right.
Qualifiers is not a
Obviously.
joke,
True.
True.
and Olympiads are not a joke. It's a dream stage for everyone. So to be on that stage, we have to be 200% perfect.
Yes. Yes. True.
So I have to work very, 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 very. I have lots and lots of work to do on my physique.
Okay, talking about your coach, you said Murtaza,
Yes,
right?
Murtaza.
Murtaza. Okay, so just can you give us a brief history? Like, when did you guys get together? How you were introduced to him, and
In
things about.
2016, I said, right, 2016, I went to a gym. There, I met one coach. So he was saying this and that. So I'm not satisfied with this answers. I'm not satisfied with this, like, what, with this protocols and all, like training methods. So at that time, there in gym, I had a colleague. So this guy, he took me to some other gym where it was recently opened. So he said, like, equipments were too good, just we give a try there. So we went there, and I met my coach first time. So at first, he was not that much close to me. He was saying that this is a thing, do this, do that, do that. And that time itself, he was saying, like, your body is not like bodybuilding structure physique. Your physique is like something related to men's physique.
Yeah.
At that time, I got like irritated inside. I came to bodybuilding, but this guy is saying like men's physique.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this guy? My thought was like that. But he was saying your physique and your structure is for men's physique, not for bodybuilding. You can try men's physique. But I said no. I'll train my legs. I'll get bigger legs. I'll do bodybuilding. I will do bodybuilding. I said. He said like, okay, do like that. He was saying some tips for building legs, and he used to train me for some time. So I competed. And in my third show, I just gave a try for men's physique.
Wow.
So in that men's physique, I got silver. And in bodybuilding, I got bronze.
Wow.
So he was saying, next show, also, you give try for bodybuilding and men's physique. So again, what happened is, even in the pictures, I can see that when I was doing bodybuilding pose, it's okay. But when I was doing the men's physique pose, I look damn good.
Amazing. Yeah.
So at that time itself, my mind got like, okay, let's be here in some time. So
This is it.
let's think of this is it. Like,
Yeah.
coming to the point, Murtaza Rashid, he's a professional bodybuilder. So
Okay.
he has done many shows, but this guy is not an like social media kind of guy. So he's used to like what for like some international coaches used to say that this is my client's transformation. This is my boy got the pro card. This is my lot like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
He
Never.
you will not believe that his first post was my winning post. His first Instagram post was my pro card.
Wow. So did you push him to
Wow.
come on socials? Yeah, on social media?
I used to say him because he was a partner for a supplement brand which is called Max and Nutrition.
Okay.
I think you have know about it.
We have listened to
And he used to do some PEDs on all with his partner, and he used to do some kind of things. And he used to like mentor many athletes,
Yeah.
many like quality athletes. But he won't ask them to mention my name, tag me,
Yeah.
or share my story like that. So I asked him to download the Instagram and see this because I used to send posts like
Yeah.
some international athletes. I'll send some post. What say for example, if Lucky Libra is like 1 week out, I'll share this post to him. I
Yeah.
need this kind of post.
Right.
He'll say like, "Shut up and do your work." I'll say okay. Then afterwards, what will happen is I'll send one guy's bag picture.
Okay.
I'll say that when will I have this kind of bag? He'll say that, "Shut up, do your work."
Shut up. And
It's
Like
crazy.
that.
Huh?
So he's very friendly.
Yeah. So
He came to the show also. Sheru, he came with me. He stayed with me for 4 days. He's the guy like for my every meal. He used to like measure the meal and put some like
Oh my
fish and
God.
almonds and all, and MCT
Wow.
oil. And he came, eat this. And after eating, come, let's pose. And after posing, okay, go for a walk.
Wow.
He was
Wow.
torturing me for 4 days.
Obviously, it's a torture
that
for
torture
everybody.
was worth it.
Worth
It is
torture.
worth it. It's worth it.
So
Yeah.
So, like, I have heard you talk about this in many places, like about your support system. You say stuff like, if I start taking names, it will never end. And I was like,
Yes.
damn, like for every athlete behind that one victory, there is like, actually, it's not just you are becoming pro, it's everybody in your ecosystem. Everybody is becoming pro, right? With that qualification. So, we talk about this a
Yes.
lot in our in our podcast, is that for a lot of people who want to be a part of the fitness industry, bodybuilding or being an athlete is a very small part of a fitness industry, right? That is just the stage, or you're just the athlete. There are so many people who are doing so much more other than being their athlete themselves. They are doing so much more behind the scenes, like a supplement company or a equipment brand, or organizing shows, like so I what is your opinion? What would you suggest to people who quickly realize that they are not meant for being an athlete, but they still love bodybuilding and fitness so much? What is your suggestion to people like that, who don't have good genetics for bodybuilding and stuff like that, but they want to be a part of fitness? Is there any suggestion you give to them?
Yeah, see, it's not nowadays. It's not mandatory like that. If you have the physique only, you should be a coach.
Yeah.
It's there. It's your knowledge.
Yeah.
Even my coach was competing like what till 2011. After that, he left bodybuilding. Now you see his picture along with me. You wouldn't say that is he your coach. You will ask, is he your coach?
Yeah.
Because his looks turned. He's a family man right now. He's not able to like do cardio also because he wanted to spend his time with his family, with his
Right.
kids.
Right.
Not everyone who's onto bodybuilding is now doing the bodybuilding.
Correct.
So
Correct.
they were tied up with some supplements brand. They were tied up with some coaching kind of thing. They were doing some teaching. I
Yeah.
mean, like recently, I don't want to mention the name. Many guys were doing the seminar things and all,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
earning lots of money,
Yeah. Yeah.
making
True.
lots of money.
True. Yeah.
How about
You
you?
know
How
what I
about you?
mean?
How do you how do you balance yourself? How do you see yourself? You are a full-time athlete. That's how you get your income and stuff, or you're doing a job side by side. How are you balancing all life?
No, I used to train clients. I used to take elite clients,
Okay.
like business class peoples.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't train celebrities. I just train like elite clients, and I also do some online training for guys who doing some preps.
Okay.
Okay.
And also I have a squad, like it's called Delta Squad.
Wow.
So in that I have some few athletes.
Guys, Delta
Okay.
Squad is linked in the description below. Make sure to follow Delta Squad. I'm going to link everything you say, so don't worry about that.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
That's good.
So that is the thing I do,
Okay,
and
so
I
now
also tied up with a
that's
sub brand. So recently I was
some
with Health
brands.
Farm. Previously I was with Health Farm. Now the agreement got like expired, so I had to talk with them. Some negotiations were there.
Okay.
Before that, I was with a supplement brand, so there I could make some money over there, like using my code. Guys were used to get some stuff.
Right.
So that is what I used to do for a living.
Wow. A lot of people actually
That's good.
don't understand the difference between. See, there are a lot of athletes who came on our podcast also before, including our last athlete we had was Jijo John. You know him, right?
Jijo is my machan. Yeah.
Macha. Okay. But yeah, so Jijo was there on the podcast, so he's a very good person to talk to, and we discussed this with him also, that a lot, including Ishu Thakur also. The thing is that a lot of athletes get scammed by companies, or they don't understand the true meaning of being sponsored by a company, right? Some athletes, companies will only send like protein shakes and BCAAs, and they will say ki, okay, use. But an athlete cannot live on that. He needs money also, right? Money does money's work.
Yes, monetary is must. Monetary is must.
So have you faced such a problem in your past, that companies approach you and they say that we will give you protein and you market our protein, but there is no money involved? And how to get over that situation?
No, like many brands, they came up like do for a barter collab.
Okay.
They asked for barter collab. They said like I'll give you stocks like this for what? They say like they'll give you stock for 25,000, 30,000. Since you can see on the MRP, it's like what 8,000 for a whey protein, and you know what is the real cost of it.
Yeah. True.
So they'll cover it up. We have given you 20,000 of stock. What, one whey and one BCAA and one pre-workout, and along with that multivitamin, fish oil, everything that comes down like 20,000. And that one whey protein will get like what? You can finish off within 10 days when
Wow.
you are on serious
True.
stuff.
True.
So what is there to use that?
True.
What is there to promote their brand?
True.
If they can do this for a cricketer, they can do this for Virat Kohli.
No.
He'll kick their ass, right?
Yes.
What? So what these guys were thinking, like what if we give some way, it will be useful for these guys, so they will promote their brand. It's not like that. See, you know, right? Bodybuilding is the most expensive sport.
Yeah.
We need money, man. who's going to give us, buy some chicken, buy some eggs every day?
True.
You know, right, what we
True.
spend for a day.
Yes.
So along
Of
with the
course.
supplements, you come out of the supplements and what are the things we spend?
Yes.
And if we win a show, what we will get? Even if you make the overall, what you will get?
Coming to
Nothing.
coming to that point, me and Bhaiya were talking in the last podcast. We were doing the wrap up for Sheru Classic, and we were covering every athlete. And one topic we touched down, we did not go into detail because we wanted you to talk about this and what you think about this. Obviously, we know you are very grateful and thankful for the opportunity of getting a pro card and also being able to compete on such a big stage. But Dilip Anna, there is one thing which is very important, especially in India when we are rewarding our athletes. We need to be very conscious of the image that we are putting out, how much we respect our athletes who are winning a show, right? Uh, I have seen local shows who gift their overall winners who have 20 participants or maybe max to max 100 participants. Okay, they give their winners at least 1,50,000 or 2 lakh rupees. I have seen that happening inside India. Okay, around when Sheru Classic was
Yeah,
happening. What did you feel when?
even I won in NPC. No,
Yeah.
even I won in NPC overall. They gave me an Alto card. I sold that card there
Wow.
itself.
Wow, that's a good trade. That's a nice trade. That is
No,
intelligent.
so exactly, you see the show level, and then winning a pro card,
Yeah.
So the monetary benefits you get, there is no comparison. So of course, I think so. People will be more attracted to NPC shows or the smaller shows
Smaller shows. Okay.
than going to like big show like Sheru, and which I believe has more athletes.
Yeah.
And the registration fees is quite high in these shows like Sheru. But when it comes to rewarding the athletes, it's I don't find a balance there. I don't find it's true justice.
So Dilip Anna, what do you
Uh,
think
What do you have
yourself?
to?
What do you
I
have to say?
no, what I understood from this, these kind of shows. See, if you're competing in like local shows or normal shows, which you are saying like they were giving like cash, huge cash amount like that, you won't get the recognition there. If you are winning the
Okay.
overall, you will be the talk of the town in your town.
Okay.
If you say, for example, if it's an state meet or or else if it's a national meet, you might be like what? You will be the talk of the town for 1 week or like 2 weeks. After that, the guys will forget you
Right.
because the branding which these associations do is not that much comparatively to the Sheru does
Yeah.
or this IFBB does. So monetary wise, I say yes, it's very less. But still, if you are looking on to your future, you have a greater vision. You have something big vision. I think this is where the platform is starting, right?
Yeah.
For this IFBB, for this Sheru and all, this is where your platform is. But monetary wise, yes, I'm sure like they were not like awarding the athletes that much.
Yeah.
And the registration fees, obviously, it's quite high.
Yeah.
But still, you can see lots of athletes competing here because they wanted something in a bigger level. See, say for example, if you're winning the pro card and you're making on the qualifiers, if you get on to Olympia, you will be the number one in India. I'm not saying that Bhuvan is not an Indian, but Bhuvan is the guy who got his pro card outside from India.
Yeah.
Right? Outside from India, he got his pro card. Whereas any of us, like the guys who turned a pro in India, I'm saying about them. If they are getting on to qualifiers, winning the qualifiers, getting on to Olympia, if they make top 5 in Olympia, what is their future in India?
True.
They'll be the number one, right?
True.
So thinking of that, I don't think like monetary is not only the one what the athlete needs.
True.
He needs recognition.
True.
Right? Because
True.
I've been traveling in this for almost 6 years, like almost 6.5 years. I have won many shows overall. I have done almost like 5 to 6 overalls.
Right.
But this overall is something big for me.
Right.
I have won NPC overall. There I made some 2.3 lakhs cash. And for category, I got like 25,000 cash. So it's almost like 2.5 I got.
Right. So Dilip Anna and Bhaiya, this is one proposal that I have. I don't know if anybody from Sheru team is listening to this right now, but my proposal was this. Okay, how about you do not give cash to your pro card winner? Okay, don't give any cash. Okay, when your amateur athlete wins a pro card, why don't you sponsor his next pro show? Like his expenses or his next pro show, the first pro show, only the first pro show that the athlete does, why don't you sponsor it? Let the athlete select what pro show he wants after 1 year or after 2 years, whatever time he needs to grow for pro show. Why don't you let the athlete select a pro show and sponsor his pro show? Okay, don't give any cash. That will keep you safe. That will not only keep you safe in terms of like you are not able to give more cash prize, or you are, whatever your reasons are, but it will also show you that Indians, as Desi people, we are valuing our athletes a lot, as even show sponsors, or people who are coming to the show. So what do you think about that idea, that sponsoring the first pro show after your pro card victory? Is that a good idea, or is there any drawbacks?
No, that's a good idea, because we are representing an association here.
Yeah.
So from them, we are like what? We are representing their association. We are representing our country. From there, we are going. Let them, like, they can think about it, like sponsoring their athlete for the first pro show.
True. So
True. So talking about the pro shows, what's the next plan that you have in mind? What's the next step?
October. From tomorrow
October.
only, I have to start.
Tomorrow. Wow.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely. So this
Yes,
is good
from tomorrow
motivation
only
for
I
you.
should start.
That's good.
Because
That's good.
recently I've been
So this one-
traveling for some gym opening, some celebrations,
Yeah.
and some hookups with friends, families, parties. Everything is done. From tomorrow, I have to like start grinding up.
Wow.
Let's see.
So from
So this
tomorrow.
one is gonna be like a big show, some of the the Indian athletes pro, like I think so everyone is gonna fight for the title.
Everyone. It will be a great show.
So
It will be a dream show.
you and Raja, I heard you say this in some video. It was like the first thing he said when he came off stage. Somebody was recording Dilip Anna, and he was like, "What do you want to say to Raja?" Dilip Anna was like, "I'm coming for you now again." So they had this good rivalry before turning pro also. So are you looking forward?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to compete with Raja again on October stage?
Sure. It will be a friendly fight. So every time what happen is like it's like what Raja wins the show, and next show when we together compete, I'll win the show. And what happened next is next he wins and I win.
Okay.
So this is what happens.
Right.
It was like a rivalry.
So this is like a hint. The next show is gonna be the pro show. So this is the hint already.
Okay,
Raja
so
has to be.
No, we were already talking about it.
okay.
No, me and Raja used to talk like often, every day or else every twice, once in a 2 day like that. But we used to chat regularly, like saying that this is where I am right now. This is where I am right now. During my getting my pro, before that, I used to send the pictures of me also. Hey, bro, hey, dude, where should I work? This is my current. This is my thing. This is the posing idea.
Right.
So he used to say, do this, do that. This looks great. Your front is amazing. Back has improved much. So he also shares his things. I also say something to him.
Right.
We were like good friends.
True. Coming to your
That's good.
posing, you
That's really
mentioned posing, right? I feel that you and Raja are in a different league from like any other athlete that is competing or even is a pro inside India. Okay. Like in your posing, there is such an elegance and such a class which is different from all the other. Like normally we see athletes who are from the north or other parts
True.
of the country. We don't see them pose. They will come, they will hit their mandatory pose and they will like go, or they have a very weird way of hitting their poses, right? What is the secret to your posing? Is there something which is different in South Indian air or water which we need here in the north? Can you give us some tips?
Not like that.
Yeah.
See, not like that, bro. I'll tell you one thing. Before, like what, 4 years or 3 years back, if you see, I can see like not athletes were dominating the stage.
Yep.
So we were afraid
Yeah.
of North guys.
Okay.
In the sense, like seeing their physique, wow, he's like amazing. He's like that. He's like this. So now what it happened is like, but I can see the guys were doing posing like not that much good.
Yeah.
They have an amazing physique, but the posing wise, because the way they are practicing, no, they see the Indian athletes, or else there is no one to teach the posing there.
True.
So this is what the posing should be. Because you see in Olympia also, they will be giving you what for an individual routine, they'll give you. What I'll do is I'll see each and every athlete how they like pose, how to do the transitions with the flow like that. So I used to practice mine because I'll see what is my plus. So my plus is like showing my front with the obliques or with the delts or with the chest or the turn or the front pose, what I should do. So in every session, what I'll do is 30 minutes, I'll practice for posing.
30 minutes.
So play some my one of the favorite songs. So hitting my AirPods and like doing something on the gym. So I'll do that, record it, and I'll come back home. I'll see, okay, there, I'm okay. I'm not hitting the vacuum here. So not holding my abs. So I should do that next time. I should correct it. Like that, I work on the posing.
Wow.
And my signature, because you have to be different on the stage.
Right.
So first attraction is your thing, right? If you're a judge, what you will see, every 10 guys were having the same
pose. Yeah.
For whom you will give the first, second, third. You'll get confused, right? Everyone is having the same physique.
Yeah.
Everyone is having the exact condition.
Right.
The presentation, right?
Absolutely.
So I work on my presentation.
Wow.
So for my every meet, I'll do something different, which is like attract people and also attract the judges.
True. What's your, by the way, you said you listen to your songs while posing, right? What's your favorite song? What song do you listen to? Like, what kind of songs do you listen to when you're posing or working out?
It depends, bro. See, when you know this Venom Carnage launch, the movie Venom.
Yep.
So the Last Man Standing was my favorite. So whenever I feel low, whenever I feel like, if my mind says like, can you able to make it? When my ask me like, can you able to make it? At that time, I'll take that song. I'll hear. So I'm the last man standing. So let's do.
Damn. And what about when you were after winning the pro card? Now you are playing VATHI coming in the. You are playing like. So.
Obviously, Tamil
songs.
Mostly Hindi songs, party songs, anything. Depends on the mood, bro. Not a particular one.
What's your favorite pastime? What is your favorite like pastime? Like when you're chilling, what do you like to do a lot? Like after working out and like just chilling.
I sleep. I don't roam out. I don't see my friends. I do nothing. If I have time, I'll just come back home. I'll sleep.
That's such a bodybuilder answer, right? It's such a bodybuilder answer.
End of the day, you need some rest, man. You couldn't like able to go out if you're doing heavy back day or heavy like shoulders, anything.
Yeah.
You need some time to like rest up. Obviously, I'll train clients. I train myself. I come back home, have my meal. I'll thought of like eating and watching something in Netflix, but within 2 minutes or 5 minutes, I'll get to sleep. So I'll go and sleep often.
Oh, what's your favorite?
Okay, the question.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Dilip Anna, is there anything? Is it different in South India or like is it just me? What is your favorite cheat meal to have when you're like off prep, or do you even do cheat meals? Because the last time we asked Jijo this question, he went for like 10-15 minutes straight talking about why cheat meal is not good, why I don't do cheat meal. And so, but yeah, we wanted to ask you, what is your favorite cheat meal when you're, just you want to have something different?
My favorite cheat meal is homemade food. Like my wife used to cook biryani very, very delicious.
Wow.
Whenever I felt like when I asked my coach, I'll say, coach, he'll say, what? Cheat meal. He'll say like, send your updates. I'll send my updates. He'll say, okay, go have something which you like. I'll say, which you like means not pizza, burger. Go have your homemade meal. Get some biryani. Ask your wife to cook some biryani. Yes.
Homemade biryani.
Have it. Yes, have it. And tomorrow go for 0 carb. I'll say 0 carb. Yeah, if you want to have a cheat today, go for 0 carb tomorrow.
My God.
I'll say, okay. So my favorite thing is homemade food, not outside food.
Okay, cool.
If it's outside food, if I want to have,
okay,
I'll have milkshakes.
Ah, okay. So you are a sweet. You have a sweet tooth. Do you like sweets a lot? Like.
Yes, of course. After shows, 3 to 4 days, I'll have lots and lots of chocolates.
Wow, chocolates. That's exactly what Jijo said, right? He said he will just take sugar and eat sugar after the shows. So yeah, that's that. Bhaiya,
So, Dilip, I just wanted to ask, like, in your vision, your perspective, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, let's say?
See, bro. Initially, when I started, no, what I said to my wife, my parents, like, let me do one medal and quit this. So now I'm saying you, like, let me stand in Olympia one time and let's decide what's going to happen.
wow, that's really
So,
powerful.
we hope we hope the best for you. We hope you get there, and then so it's not gonna be one Olympia. It's gonna be the continuation. That's what I
Continuation.
believe from your perspective.
So I think
That's really good.
in my opinion, see, with people like you and Raja, right? When you are being awarded, I think there is a change also in the industry or the kind of people they are awarding pro cards to. Okay, so all of you don't have that much size, and we love it that way, right? We like that you and Raja, like all of you, especially you don't have that much size on your body, and because that we find it achievable, right? We want that to represent Desi culture. We want that kind of body to represent us at the Olympia, right? We want a body that is not too big, which is defined and full, and it has everything. It's not incomplete. So thinking about the coming 5 years, in my opinion, I feel there is going to be a change in the kind of physiques that stand at the Olympia, because after this point I don't think men's physique can grow anymore, right? It cannot grow anymore. So the only
No, it cannot go
yeah,
on.
the only direction it can go is maybe when it goes lesser size and more conditioning and fullness. So I share the opinion that desi athletes will dominate in the next coming 5 years, because you still have a career ahead of you. At the same point, I would also like to ask you, Dilip Anna, that every athlete, so bodybuilding in itself is not exactly fitness, right? Being fit means being happy with your body, healthy stomach, being able to run, do daily activities nicely. Bodybuilding also, because a lot of people want us to address this topic, is that we always ask our guests that there are, as if there are no dangers to bodybuilding. Obviously there are dangers to bodybuilding, right? There are dark sides also, and in men's physique division it is comparatively very less than classic physique or bodybuilding, right? That danger to your body and stuff like that with the PEDs or drugs you use. Saying that, do you have in mind that you will not compete beyond a certain age? Is there a certain age you have kept yourself that you will not do that to your body, or you will not go the extra mile, or have you not thought about that yet?
I have not thought about it yet, but still, my thing was I should compete. What for next? I'm turning 34 by October.
Yeah.
Was this birthday also I couldn't like celebrate because the next week itself I have show.
Yeah.
So I'll be competing till my 38 to 30, maybe 40.
Okay.
So after that there should be an end point. I have to see my family. It's not like it's danger to do. I too have to spend some time with my family, right?
Yes.
Because if you are a bodybuilder, obviously you know the way you train, the way like you rest. You can't spend much time with your family.
True.
You can't go to like social gatherings. You can't go to like relations, functions.
Yeah.
You can't meet your relatives, your friends, many things. You can't go to vacations.
Yeah. True.
So at least after certain time, you have to do that. No?
Obviously.
But knowing Dilip till now, when he is 38 or 40, I'm sure he'll be registering for Master Men's Physique. I can tell you now.
Masters Olympia.
He will be registering for Masters.
Cool.
I think so.
Let's
That's how
see.
it's going.
Let's hope for the best, bro. Let's
Sure
see.
thing, bro.
Who knows? Who knows?
No,
Time only knows.
definitely. I think even the Masters is like a good way of like still trying to tell people to not put their body through too much stress, but you can still compete. You can still show your version of your best physique on stage. Coming to that, like we spoke about IFBB Federation right now. Everything, our whole conversation up until now was inside the IFBB or Olympia or professional stages. um, I
Yes.
wanted to address one big topic that has been in the last week in the eye of the media a lot, which is natural bodybuilding, okay, or natural bodybuilding shows. Dilipanna, there was a show recently which was done by a very, respected and reputed social media fitness icon also, and also has changed many lives in the real world with his tips and his content. His name is Jeet Salal. uh, I respect his content myself personally. As a person, I respect him a lot. I respect his efforts. For the last 10 years, he has put all his effort into creating a natural show, to give a platform for natural athletes. And of late, whenever people are not, this happens even in normal shows, when people are not satisfied with their placing or the way they are treated, they have a certain retaliation which can be negative, for the whole show, for the whole organization. First of all, I want your opinion on what you think about natural bodybuilding. And second, is there a good way to actually conduct natural bodybuilding? Is it possible with all the drug testing you have to do and all the athletes that you have to handle? Is it actually possible to conduct it in India? What are your views on this?
First of all, I'm not against this natural bodybuilding. I
Hmm.
appreciate natural bodybuilders like who have the patience, because if I am getting enhanced, I can get a body in like what 3 months or 6 months. I can get in like decent physique, whereas these guys struggle a lot for years to get onto that shape. So first of all, I really appreciate those guys who are competing naturally. And secondly, in India, we couldn't like find more natural athletes,
Hmm.
because whichever gym you go, the first thing the trainer or else the owner of the gym or as the trainer or your coach, whatever. The first ever, if you go and ask for the natural bodybuilding, they say like it's not going to work,
Yeah.
because obviously the mindset of our guys is like you can't do natural bodybuilding. You can't do bodybuilding naturally. You can do bodybuilding only with the PEDs,
Yeah.
because what they'll say is you'll go and stand in the stage among with the 10 guys. On the 10 guys, 5 guys will be having some enhanced.
Yeah.
If I'm sure like they're not getting onto the drug test. So obviously your pacing will get missed off. So what you will think, you will get frustrated and you will get like disappointments. So this is what going to happen. So better, instead of going on to that natural league, you can go on to something which is called like get yourself enhanced and get on to some good shows. Like that, guys are like
True.
educating the peoples.
True.
So that is why I can see like many national athletes are not in India.
Hmm. True. True.
The basic system is not perfect here.
Right. And also, in my opinion,
Maybe in future,
yeah. Yeah.
one thing, maybe in future, maybe after hearing this pro card, maybe the guys who has this national association, no, they itself can hire some coaches who did like good shows,
Okay.
who's having good athletes.
Right.
They can have an like federation, or they can have a squad like that for the guys who wanted to get trained, do some natural bodybuilding shows. Come and contact these guys.
True.
So these guys will educate. They're certified guys. These guys will educate about natural bodybuilding. So this is how the natural bodybuilding should be.
Wow. Wow. So,
So if this
yeah.
happens, you can see like what successful bodybuilding, natural bodybuilding events can happen in India.
Wow. Because they are
So,
already being conducted.
this
Yeah. Continue.
even like muscle mania, it comes up like they promote themselves at times as a natural bodybuilding show. But I've competed myself in muscle mania. But to be honest, they will, if they want, they will randomly check one athlete, maybe the overall winner or the second or the third
Yes,
position, and
not
I
everyone,
don't
not
think so.
everyone.
Not everyone, no, not at all. And even in that, I think so. They have some limits that you can have this much of content inside you and stuff, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
actually that.
I heard about that also. If
Yeah,
you're like, what I would say, like, if you're conducting a natural bodybuilding show, check all your athletes. Check all your athletes
Yeah.
who's
exactly,
registering. Take a day prior.
exactly.
Take a day prior. Like, keep everything ready, like to get tested or anything. Keep everything ready. Keep a day prior registration.
Yeah.
So take one more day extra. Check all your athletes.
Yeah. True. See, the only thing, as an artist, and I have seen these shows. I have spoken to show promoters. So I have spoken to promoters who even have shows like which are second to Olympia, like New York Pro and stuff like that. So I know these people behind the scenes. And one thing they told me was, some of them said that if you have to have a natural show, or even if you want a drug tested show, a show which has drug testing even at Olympia level and with enhanced bodybuilders, the show should last at least for 5 to 6 days, right? The length of the show should be longer than just 2 or 3 days. It cannot be a 2-day show, first of all. And this is without random drug testing, right? Because once you get the WADA officials or whatever drug testing organization you get for testing your athletes, it takes them at least 24 hours, you take to at least give a proper solid analysis of drug test for a blood sample or a urine sample, whatever you get out, whatever you choose, to pass it out, and then let the athlete qualify to give in his information and further information for participating on the stage, right? There is another organization called I believe it's ICL, which is also conducting
ICN.
ICN, yeah.
ICN.
ICN, which is also conducting natural shows. They still do not follow this model, but they have a very refined model. I think they have a cap for their athletes who are competing, how many athletes are competing or something like that. But they have a much better module, which is still not perfect in my opinion. But what I would like to see in natural bodybuilding shows, if it is conducted, first of all, it needs big funding. A lot of these shows, they do not come with enough funding, and then they will just fall flat. They will take 1 or 2 athletes and drug test them because they can't do it for every athlete, and then they will give the results after the show is finished, after the card and medal is already given. And that is a very bad way to treat your athletes or who are competing, even their name gets spoiled. So my suggestion,
Yes.
personally, I don't, if you guys agree or not, is to have a longer show, and also to make the athletes then properly play only under that federation. Like for example, if you're playing under a natural federation, you cannot go in the IFBB, right? Or you cannot go in ICN or whatever other organization is there. That should be a rule for those athletes, and they should be monitored. So that is my suggestion. I don't know what you guys think about it, but that is something that is more practically possible.
No,
I
this
believe
maybe this can also help, bro. See, if you are conducting a natural show somewhere around in like what Delhi,
Yeah,
so guys are competing all over from the India.
yeah,
So this association, say for example, if ICN is conducting a show,
true.
ICN should have the tie-ups with the best clinics, like scanning centers or clinics in
Yes.
all states.
Yes.
So if I'm representing from Tamil Nadu, I should get tested there 24 hours prior to my show. So I can get the reports. If I'm traveling there for registration, I can get the result over there.
Yeah.
If they say, okay, only the registration should be done. So that is easy, right?
Exactly. Because a lot of people lose their money. They already register, they go there, and then problems happen with them. So that's a very good way, actually. Thanks, Dilip Anna. So guys, if you are listening to the podcast right now on audio also, please go comment in the comment section on YouTube what you think about this topic, because natural bodybuilding is definitely something good that should be promoted, can be promoted, but it is having lack of promotion, as Dilip Anna said. So what do you guys think about this topic? Please make sure to go down and comment below. After that, we'll move on to our final segment. We have a question from one follower we picked on Instagram, one lucky follower. So Dilip Anna, the question is, I'm putting it here on screen also, guys. So the question is, what is the secret to your unbelievable conditioning on stage?
What to say? I should ask my coach. Bro, we always plan like what my coach always says. You have to be like what stage? You have to get that stage look 10 days prior to your show. Then only we can do something with your physique. So obviously, what we'll do is we'll work on the condition first. So if my show is like what, if today's date is 1, my show is on 11th. So you can see the show condition on the day 1 itself, like day 1.
Wow.
So I don't use fancy stuffs. I don't do fancy things, anything. Just everything is normal. Maybe if I say this, and also more guys will come and comment. No, he's like lying. He may take like this kind of things, heavy dose and all. But still, I'm taking the basic things which everyone does. I strongly believe on hard training. I strongly believe on diet.
Wow.
Because my metabolism is a faster metabolism. If I eat something, I can digest very fast. So if I am skipping one meal itself, I can see the changes in my body on the same day.
Wow.
I tend to have like 6 meals in a day only. I can able to see the fullness on my body. And
True.
even if I like training wise also, I'll go with heavy.
Okay. Heavy training.
I strongly believe that training and diet is the main key for my conditioning.
Wow. That's amazing. Actually,
Fair enough.
another point we just wanted to touch on before we end the podcast is a lot of people say that it's in the last peak week that the magic happens, right? You must have heard this word, peak week.
Yes.
And from all the
Peak week.
from all the athletes that we have spoken to or coaches we have spoken to, we realized one thing is that they say that if you are not below a certain body fat percentage, like if you are not in single digit or like below 7% body fat, that peak week is going to be useless. Like you are not going to be able to do any
Yes.
change. So do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, obviously. See, I won't cut my fat. I used to have good fat during my peak week, even it's my before my peak week. I don't cut my fat. I maintain to get the body level like down single percent like that, single digit. But still, I used to have some good fat like almonds. Like I'll take fats from fish. I'll take like fish oils.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll take like butter.
Butter, right?
It depends on the condition.
Okay.
It depends on the condition. So if you're like cutting down your fat on your peak week, you're not going to look fuller on the stage.
True, absolutely.
True.
So
You look peeled, but still you won't have that physique.
true. So Bhaiya, let's ask the wrap up question. So it's actually a statement that we need from you, Dilip, Anna, is that what can we expect from you in the next coming pro show? What can we expect from you realistically?
You can expect this guy is dominating the guy who competed in Sheru.
Damn, that's a
Lovely.
hell of a
Lovely
physique.
answer.
That's lovely. That's safe and
Lovely
that is
answer.
safe and lovely actually. So yeah,
No, I always believe on like what if I am showing a condition on like last show,
yeah,
I should beat that guy. Everyone's mindset is that I won't like. To be honest, I won't have that mindset. This guy is coming and competing with me, so I should beat this guy. What is his weakness? No, I won't do that. I will work on my improvement.
right.
I will show what is best for me.
True.
I will work on what is best for me. Not like he's having like bigger back, so I should make my back bigger. No, I'll do with what I have.
True. That's an amazing mindset.
So what do you say? What do you have any names for the coming show, or which you feel are like, let's say, the top 3 athletes in India in men's physique? What do you
Obviously,
say?
Bhuvan will be there. Ali will be there.
Ali Bilal. True. Yeah.
Yes, Ali Bilal. So he will be there. But anyway, we have to give a tougher fight because this is the first time. Even Raja and me have competed many times. I don't know. It may be if he comes third, I'll come fourth. If I'm coming third,
Bro,
he's come fourth. It depends on the day.
Anna, I think even if Ali and anybody else is even competing, let's say in a situation you are not in like the top 3. Let's say a situation, assume. I still think everybody will be waiting for your and Raja's battle. Still, everybody will be looking at you only, you two guys only.
Yeah,
They won't
yeah.
care.
We will just enjoy this show. We'll just enjoy this show
True.
this time. And I have not competed with Manoj Bro and I have not competed with Sam Bro. These guys were like seniors for me. I don't know how they will look. Look-wise, I don't know because I'm not standing next to them on
Yeah.
stage. So I have no idea about it.
True.
So how I look in like front of them standing on the stage lineup. I don't know how the lineup
Right.
will be. So I couldn't like comment like I am better than him. I'm better than him. Not like that.
Does it?
It's not a safer. It's not a safer answer I'm saying, but
Yeah.
still that's the true
True.
fact. Because Raja and I have been on the same stage.
True.
I know. So I know the structure wise. So how I look, how Raja look. So what I should do to look better than Raja, and Raja
Yeah.
knows what he should do to look better than me.
Yeah. So does it give you the thrill in your heart? Do you does it happen to you inside or no?
Getting the pro card was my only hurdle, bro. Getting my
Wow.
pro card was my only hurdle. I'm not seriously. I'm not like what you say like duck chick. No, I'm just enjoying this show. this October, like I'm just enjoying the show. I'm giving
Wow.
the dominant performance. That's it.
Wow. That's amazing. So, while moving on, before ending the podcast, Dilip Anna, anything you want to say to the youth, Desi youth that is watching this podcast, or anybody, any thoughts that you have that you want to share with them?
Yeah, I have many things to say, but still,
Please
it's
go
short
on.
and sweet. But first of all, a huge shout out to you guys. Thanks for like doing this kind of thing and like educating the
Thank you.
guys who's like beginners and everyone. And moreover, coming to the point, they have the guys who've been like listening to the podcast, or else later they'll listen to this. No, so main thing is like consistency. Everyone will say consistency, hard work, dedication, and all. In my thing, consistency really worked because in my first show, I didn't like fit on me,
Yeah.
and even on my first show when I lost, I didn't change my coach. Stick to your coach. Listen to your coach. Worship your coach. Like it's not like you should go and always say like touch his feet like that. It's not like that respect. I'm saying always trust your coach. Trust the progress. Believe in yourself when everyone in the room says like you're not able to do it, you're not able to do it, you're not going to make it, it will be very tough. You ask yourself like whether you can do it or not. Because you only going to lift and you only going to like eat your food, you only going to take your rest, and you only going to register and you only going to like perform on the stage.
True.
So ask yourself. This is for the youngest athletes I'm saying, and even for the youngest guys, like young generation guys, those who are not onto competing and all, just stick to basic training, like not on like 6 days in a week like that. Just do like 3 or 4 days in a week because we already know that what this corona did for like whole country.
Yeah. Yeah.
So always staying healthy is a higher thing. Focus on this fitness, not only onto bodybuilding. You can do general fitness,
True.
be on some proper diet, enjoy your life, like do parties. I'm not saying like don't do parties and all, but still try to maintain your physique, try to be on track, try to like stay healthy, stay fit.
True.
This is the thing I wanted to
That's
send.
amazing.
Main thing is like don't like switch on like changing your coaches
Yeah.
because coach a coach is not only a coach. A coach is a guy who travels with you. He only knows your physique.
Yep.
It's like a family doctor. Your family doctor knows your what is your plus and what is your minus
True.
in your organs wise or your health wise. A
True.
doctor, family doctor, like that. A coach only knows that what is your like plus, what is your minus, where you should improve. So don't like keep on changing your coaches. Trust your coaches. Select a good coach first and stick with them.
True. True. I hope you enjoyed this conversation, Dilip Anna. I hope you liked it.
Yeah. It was like the conversation went very well. It has a good experience actually.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That being said,
And thanks for like allowing me to share
Arey,
something,
no,
guys.
it's our pleasure
Always
to have you. Thank you so
pleasure
much.
to have you, man. It's really a pleasure to have you.
Okay, guys, that wraps up Desi Muscle Podcast episode 13 with our superstar, our most beloved South Indian, emerging Indian Desi athlete, Delta Dilip. Make sure to comment below. Make sure to check the links of Delta Squad also linked in the bio. And make sure to send us DMs and whatever queries you have. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the video, and keep supporting Desi Muscle Podcast. Until next time, take care. Bye bye. Masalama.